What up, YouTube? Timu's here. Since this month I'm doing my reviews for past October films, and since the new Chucky series comes out this week, I decided to do my review for another horror film involving a creepy. Well, granted, Chucky's not a film, but still, I mean, the original movies are films, but of course, the series. You guys don't want to talk about. But anyway, here's my review for another creepy doll that came out in the month of October, and that is, of course, 2014's Annabelle. Now, of course, Annabelle pretty much made her the debut, in 2013's The Conjuring, which made so many hits. I remember when that movie first got released. I'm like this is one of the most creepiest dolls I have ever seen put on screen, and pretty much like the Annabelle doll became one of the most popular horror dolls, outside Chucky, of course. And so Warner Brothers and Blumhouse decided to go ahead and give us pretty much like a spin-off, if you will, of Annabelle. Of like how Annabelle was first born before, the Warrens took her and everything. But anyway, now this is directed by John R. Lenotti, who also directed that really like who also directed this little underrated horror film that premiered back in 2016 with Joey King called Wish Upon. Wish Upon did not get so much love, by the way. It did not do so well in the box office either. But you know what? I thought Wish Upon was pretty good. I thought it was, like the bloodshed was actually pretty decent, really original. I mean, that was a really decent little horror film that got release. But he's also did some other not so good stuff like American Haunting, and yeah, he's had some hits and misses. And the reviews for Annabelle did not fare so well. It only has a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. I want to admit, Annabelle is not as bad as most people make out to be. It wasn't as good as, let's say, The Conjuring, maybe not, but I still thought the first Annabelle was really intriguing. This film, of course, stars Annabelle Wallace. Pretty funny that they literally cast an actress whose first name is Annabelle in this. I always found that to be pretty funny. Of course, Annabelle Wallace was just seen in the recent James Wan directed horror film *Malignant*, which I thought she was great in that. But anyway, the film also stars Ward Harden, who plays John Form, who ends up thinking he found the perfect gift for his wife, Mia, played by the aforementioned Annabelle Wallace. And so, like this vintage doll in this white dress, he picks up for his wife. So, however, the couple doesn't really the light doesn't really last long because they figure out that because they find out that there is something wrong with the Annabelle doll, where the pretty much the cousins also try to summon a demon. They pretty much smear a like this bloody rune on the nursery wall and drip blood on Mia's doll, thereby turning the former object of you into this ultimate evil doll. So this pretty much shows how the doll became evil. It's pretty much like the Batman Begins of the Annabelle franchise, if you really look at it. I mean, I thought the Annabelle film was really creepy. I mean, this is honestly one of the most creepiest stars there is, obviously outside of Chucky, but still. I mean, it is also insane to believe that this is actually based on a true story. I mean, the whole Conjuring stuff and the whole Annabelle stuff. I always find fascinating that these films are based on true stories. Um, but of course, you also had some other intriguing cast members. Like you had Alfred Wheeler was also in this, Eric Gladden, Amy Lipton. You even had Gabriel Bateman, who, by the way, will later go on to appear in another creepy doll movie. He appeared in the Child's Play remake, so I always found that to be pretty funny. But that aside, yeah, this movie definitely does have some flaws. It does have some writing issues, yes, but I still thought it was really creepy. Annabelle Wallace was terrific in this. I mean, I thought she really played her part well. It was definitely a really decent, mystery horror thriller. It's like the script by Gary Duberman, who also will go on to script the It movies and some of the other Conjuring films. He's also directing the upcoming Salem's Lot film, which I'm looking forward to check that one out. I know he did a really decent job with with writing this. Definitely has some really fun scares in it. The pieces all put together here, and of course the end it shows like what happened to the Annabelle doll after. And I know it's not as bad as most people make it out to be. And if you haven't really seen the 2014 Annabelle, I mean this movie premiered all the way back on October 3rd, 2014. This literally came out like a year after The Conjuring got released, and about 2 years before The Conjuring 2 got released. So, yeah, it got released around those time periods. But anyway, let me lead you guys. Have you ever watched the 2014 Annabelle film? If so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Favorite moments? Favorite scenes? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Henry signing off.